What's up, guys? Triple option here, -1. Just me and Caden tonight because
Read
Tyler sucks
option. A little
and
read
he's an
option
adult.
for you. We
Yeah.
should name it when there's just two of us. Read option. Little segment read option.
I mean, we can call it double team or something.
Yeah, but it's a little weird. But
Hey, indeed.
wouldn't be the first time.
Mining. Hey. Anyways, today we got me and Caden's picks. If we were gonna place a bet today on who the NBA awards are gonna go to. We're going to go through all of them, starting with Coach of the Year right here and work our way up to the finale, MVP. Caden, right now, who is your Coach of the Year? If you're going to put money down, who are you liking?
It's so this is why I know I'm a bad gambler, right? Because obviously they want you to pick Mark plus 140 because he's probably going to win it. I look at the plus 1100, the plus 1400, plus 1900, and my nipples get hard. Okay, I start thinking.
Prove it right now.
I would actually probably do Chris Finch, and I'm explaining why. Okay, he's the Thunder coach, right?
No, Chris Finch is the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Sorry, the Thunder coach is
Mark.
Okay, well, that kind of ruins my thing about the plus 140. But I am gonna go the Thunder coach, Mark, because I saw this thing on Twitter today, February 1st, that the Lakers are getting ready to trade LeBron, and it was by this it wasn't a blue check mark. It wasn't necessarily a guy who was reputable.
I saw the same tweet.
Okay, but he did call Kawhi going to the Clippers. So
there's been a lot he's called. He called LeBron coming back to the Cavs 2 years before it happened. When the Lakers traded Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance to the Cavs when LeBron was there, he then said, "This is LeBron saying, hey, I'm going to come play for you if you do this for me."
Wow.
Yeah, so there's been a few things that he's predicted.
Yeah, and I just somehow think the Thunder make a lot of sense for King James to go to. I know it's not a big market, but they're a true contender. They're everyone thinks they're one player away, and obviously LeBron would be that one player. It might ruin chemistry, but it is what it is. And I just want to see LeBron in a smaller market like OKC. I think that'd be sick. And that's why I'm picking. I can't say his last name. Marky Mark is what I'm going to call him.
I think it's Dagnall or something is how you pronounce it. It's a weird last name, though. I could be wrong. Do you think the Thunder are really one player away or a year or two away?
I mean, the hard thing with me is obviously because I'm more of an NFL guy. The NFL playoffs are magical because anything can happen. Now the NBA, anything can happen, yes, but it's a lot different because it is a 7-game series, and usually in a 7-game series, the best team does end up winning.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, why not?
Okay.
I don't claim to know if that would work, if Shea would be cool with it, if it would work well with Chet or whatever. But who would say no to LeBron? And also, that's not going to dent OKC's future by trading for LeBron because they have so many assets.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, my fear with that is, though, the Lakers are going to ask for players over picks.
Yeah, and obviously, if that's the case, then you say no, unless it's some trash players, but it probably won't be. The other one I saw was the Knicks, and I just don't want to see him in New York.
No, I don't. No, that would make me mad.
Yeah, get him. I mean, if it's not the Thunder, get him into the Eastern Conference to take down the Celtics. But
that's hater energy. But
it is, and it's not fair because I still hold it. It's a Gordon Hayward hate towards the Celtics, which probably the last one doing that, but it's probably not going to stop.
I respect it, honestly. For me, also kind of taking the easy route. I'm going to do Chris Finch, though, because I think end of season, when it gets down to it, the Thunder are young and flashy.
Mm-hmm.
The experience is not as much there. With the Timberwolves, you got 8+ year vets in Cat and Gobert, which kind of disgusts me to say that Cat's been in the
I
league
was
8
just
years.
going to say that because how old is he?
27, 28.
How old is Karl Anthony Towns? 28 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It seems weird.
Yeah.
But and Mike Conley, he's not the star of the show, but he's the captain. He's perennial playoff guy when he was with Memphis, when he was with Utah. I think the leadership is more there. Don't get me wrong, Thunder are fun to watch, but I think throughout the season, games are going to get closer, and it's going to show that the Timberwolves are more prepared for that.
Okay. Now it kind of sounds like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you taking this? And I should have asked this before. Does the NBA take is this just regular season, or do they take postseason into account? Because the NFL, it's strictly
I'm pretty sure these are all regular season awards. Yeah.
Okay. Because are you low key saying Minnesota goes to the championship this year?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying their regular season, they prove to be the better team against better teams.
Okay. I like that.
I think what puts Mark ahead of Chris Finch right now is how flashy the Thunder is and how much their young guys are playing well.
Yeah.
Which I mean, this is kind of a hot take. In the NBA, I don't know how much coaching really matters.
Yeah. No, that's not a hot take because I've read that a lot too.
Like, yeah, they make the plays, and I bet 77% of the plays are run by every single team.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you can have like the 49ers offense. It's just crazy because it's a lot of motion, a lot of misdirection that not a lot of teams can do. I mean,
there's not a lot of room to be unique in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you have a LeBron,
yeah,
you can be unique.
It's pretty unique.
If you have, a Shea Gilgeous, you can be unique. If you have a guy, even like Karl Anthony Towns, is hit and miss as he's been this season, there's not a lot of 7-foot guys who can shoot like him.
That's true. I love hearing the clips of him talk because it's just.
What do you mean when he talks like this?
Oh, no, close, but it's add a little flair to
that. It doesn't match. It's like when everybody heard Mahomes talk for the first time. Hey, yo, is that Kermit?
Yeah. Funny. So you're picking Chris Finch.
Yep.
I like it. That's who, I like that actually. You probably talked me into doing that. Plus the 230 odds would be cooler.
Yeah. All right, Sixth Man of the Year. This award, I think, is one of the weirdest ones just because a lot of the guys on these lists start for a good chunk of the season.
Mm.
Like, they've put into effect the 65 game thing for like awards and all NBA and stuff like that. But it's like weird to me because a guy can play, I think last year it was between Brogdon and Quickly. Brogdon had started like maybe 15, 20 games, and Quickly had started like 40.
That is.
It's a hard like award to like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's just so often that guys have to step into the starting role. But with that being said, I really like Malik Monk. Just because he's been on the bench a lot. I think Tim Hardaway has split, which turns me away, which I know is just like an old head move of like way of thinking. But Malik Monk just seems like a freaking energy guy, glue guy off the bench. I love the way he plays. And that I would rock with him. And he should definitely be starting on the Kings, but they make him come off the bench.
I mean, you got to have some energy off the bench. It's probably why Jordan Clarkson comes off the bench. I know he was a starter earlier this year too, and so I would be curious to see how many games he started. Obviously, as a former Jazz fan, my eyes go to him and want him, to win the award. He won it one. It was him, right? Was it Joe? It was him, yeah. But
they
I'm
were
actually
2 finalists.
Yeah. I would actually go, and this is a mix of the plus 1,500 odds and how just crazy the Pacers offense has been this year, which if it's anything like the NFL voting, that's what it's about, is popping offense, slack on defense, whatever. I'm not saying Benedict Mathurin. Did I say that right? Mathurin. I'm not saying that he doesn't play defense. I don't know if he plays defense or not, but based on the little knowledge I know and how the Pacers are like scoring 200, damn near 200 points every night, but also letting up 201 points, I would go him because it's flashy, it's flary, and it's a small market team. And I don't like how NBA you can buy championships, and I like small market teams. So
I respect it. I think Bogdanovich there too.
I was thinking about doing him.
I think his is really good too.
For similar reasons.
He scares me because he's in a lot of trade talks right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
and I think that
we should have made this a trade review one. When is the trade deadline?
2 weeks, so we can do that.
Oh, yeah. We got time.
Yeah, no, I was planning on that. Pretty sure it's in 2 weeks. But yeah, Bogdan, just in the trade rumors, and I don't know how negatively that would impact his odds, if that makes sense. Yeah. If he gets traded somewhere, he might be moved into a starting role.
That's true. I'm curious now, because obviously if he's in the 6th man of the year, he's having a good year. Is he being traded so Atlanta can move in on a star, or is Atlanta trying to salary, or are they?
I think Atlanta's about to blow it up.
Are they? Are they not good?
Dude, there's like crazy statistics about them are a 500 team.
Damn.
Like over the last couple seasons or so, somebody had something where it was like they were 127 and 127. Like it was a long stretch.
Is my boy Quinn about to get canned?
I don't know. I don't think so, because they did put a lot of money into him right after firing. I can't even remember his name now. They fired him pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I don't know. NBA coaching is very different too. I don't know if their contracts are 100% guaranteed like NFL is. I mean, the Bucks have 3 coaches on the books for the next couple years.
Yeah, which the best position any sport is fire head coach.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
because you got money and you can just go get more.
Yeah, you can double dip.
Yep. We got NBA clutch player, which I'm pretty sure this is a newer award, like in the last few years. And
did they make this award just to give it to LeBron?
No, LeBron hasn't won it, I don't think. I can only remember it being last year, and De'Aaron Fox won it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like they take into account it's how close the game is under 2 minutes is what's considered clutch points
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And he averaged like the most points on the best shooting. But what is your pick for this one?
It's hard to go against D. Lil just because in the past I was definitely a bigger NBA fan in the past. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. As I'm wearing a watch, I put on my other wrist.
I'm not going to take D-Lil, but I'm just saying it's hard to pick against him because my knowledge of basketball is frozen in like probably 20. When did Donovan Mitchell get traded?
I mean, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's like when it's frozen, and that's when they sent OKC home and Paul George and how many game winners Paul George has got hit on him, which is a crazy video that I saw. It was like 13 minutes long. It's wild. I'm
I
actually
mean,
gonna go someone who
flip
I
side of that coin, though, real quick to interrupt, that means teams have the team has enough faith in Paul George to guard the best guy.
yeah, but I mean,
It's
I'd be
unnecessary
curious to
hate.
see how many times it's worked, but the 13-minute video of it not working
No,
seems,
that is crazy.
um, I would go here. I think LeBron and Steph are only on here not because they're necessarily they are their career, but this year, but just because they are big names. I think SGA has a good chance of winning this award. I'm gonna go with Luca. I actually
Okay.
Luca, and I just because like I know Kyrie Irving's on that team, but other than Kyrie Irving, it's really not much. Which Kyrie's a lot. Kyrie's a lot. Okay, Kyrie's my favorite player when he's in Cleveland. Then he got crazy, but I what Luca's doing is crazy. How I can go on Price Picks and his PRA is at like 59.5, and I bet the under and he goes for 65, 70 is
Or
ridiculous.
73 points.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. I know at some point we need to have the conversation of like, hey, bro, maybe don't because I know his efficiency isn't the best, but I mean that's a cold ass honky. That's all I gotta say about that.
I cannot disagree there. The guy I'm picking, his team is floating right now. Best player on his team by far. His team is floating. He's the only reason they're in any game, and that is Stephen Curry.
Mm,
He is the only reason they're losing by a couple. He's the
so
only reason they're winning by anything.
he's going crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, at any minute he can knock down a 35-foot three
That's true. The
to
greatest
ice the
shooter
game.
of our time. Greatest
Yeah.
shooter of all time. Sorry, all time.
Oh no, all time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can,
no, it's got to be Steph. That
can
because
you
just
win
because that.
two awards or no? Like,
What other award would you think he would be in
well,
for?
I'm just curious. Like, could you win clutch and MVP or something?
I don't see any reason not to.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like the NFL where MVP is a quarterback award. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like MVP, it's been centers and bigs the last few years, but LeBron's won it, Curry's won it, James has won it. Now it's been Nikola, Giannis, Embiid. So it moves through cycles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why you couldn't win two.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, Steph Curry's he's that guy. Now we got most improved player, which also a weird award just because the expectations are arbitrary. Like you have Scotty Barnes was top 5 pick, Kuminga top 10 pick. Tyrese Halliburton was right there around 10. Like those guys have expectations.
Right.
It's interesting because then like Ja Morant won it a couple years. Don't get me wrong, he had a great improvement, but he was supposed to improve.
Okay, so you want to go
Right.
for someone who's more, oh damn, that guy was a second round pick and he's good.
Yeah, like he's popping off.
So it sounds like you're about to go Derek White.
No, I'm not. I'm actually not going Derek White, which is kind of crazy. I know. Kobe White was also a high draft pick. That's who I'm going with. But I think he's dealt with some shit in Chicago. Benched when he shouldn't be. They brought in guys instead of working with him. And this year he is helping that team stay afloat because Levine's been injured a ton. The what's the word I'm looking for? The executives have no direction for the team.
There's no culture in
he's
Chicago.
there's nothing like, but he's
They
going
need
out
Mike
there
Vrabel.
balling. Huh?
They need Mike Vrabel.
Chicago Bulls hired Mike Vrabel next year. That I'll lock that in for your hot take of the season. No, I think he's been going out there and he's just balling. He's not listening to any of the noise, and he's vastly improved. Like efficiency wise, like he's been rebounding and passing better from what I've seen in recent years. He's dropping 20 plus a game, and it just looks good on that team that does not look good.
Fair. I'm gonna do. This is gonna have to be basically based on two things: gambling and funny nicknames. Okay. So the first one, Scotty Barnes. Anytime I bet the under on his rebounds, it hits. So that's not. It doesn't sound very improved to me, Mr. Barnes. Sounds like you're mid, which is good. I appreciate it. Keep doing that for me. Maxey is a wagon. Anything you bet on Maxey is green. Alperen Sengun, his PRA usually always a green. I don't care if I said his name wrong, but
it's Sengun, that's right.
Weird looking dude. We already discussed this last Thursday.
We did.
Weird looking dude. But the obvious choice here, also, Quickly's a wagon too. Josh got me on Quickly, and I like Mike's a wagon. This is basically, I should look at this list and just gamble the over, except on Barnes, on every one of them.
And I think I'll just real quick. Maxey, where his line is at right now, is the best time to place this. We don't know Joel's injury length, and he's going to have to be the guy.
Yeah.
So I think, like, low-key, he's the best bet just because of injuries and stuff. But, underdog, better odds, Kobe White is why I went with him.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if the odds were different yesterday.
I would be shocked if they weren't.
But, my pick is going to be the Cum Bucket, because if you have a name like the Cum Bucket, and he's also got issues with Steve Kerr, I know. He said, wasn't there a report that came out saying he lost faith in him and just all that stuff? It's a lot of adversity. You got to fight through the cum, as they say here in Texas. Fight through the cum. And he's the cum bucket, which means you collect the cum. You got to collect the cum, as they say in Texas. And the cum bucket does that. Give me the cum bucket for the most improved. It's a lot of cum talk.
Yeah, no, that was a take. We're just going to move on past that. Whatever the fuck it was.
This one's easy.
This one?
So easy.
I think – no, it did. Yeah, no, this one's easy. It's interesting Chet Holmgren's on there. I think he's only on there because
he had a lot of
Thunder are playing well. No, because they're playing well. They're winning. Wembanyama's beating him in almost every statistical category, but his team sucks. And winning defense matters because it comes to winning. Yeah.
It's the
OG's
close second. Distant second, actually.
Fun pick here. But, I think Rudy, he's the guy for this again.
Give me the Stifle Tower. Inject it into me.
Yeah. I think this season has made that trade look better for the Timberwolves too. And I think Rudy winning DPOY kind of cements that. That's what they wanted him for.
Yeah.
Because Cat can't guard a wet paper bag.
And he talks weird. So does Rudy, though.
Yeah, he does.
To be fair.
I mean, he's French. It's just an accent. That's not his fault.
Foreigners be crazy.
Dude, okay. Just because Tyler's gone doesn't mean you can get us canceled.
French foreigners. Crazy. He actually signed a hat for me. Him and Raul Neto, which Raul Neto actually has me blocked on Twitter. Fun fact.
That's crazy.
It was because I ripped a tweet. Sorry, quick side story. I ripped a tweet back when I lived in Utah. I tweeted something along the lines of heading to the Jazz game with my dad. I'm super excited to go. If at Raul Neto gets more than 5 minutes, I'm hurling myself off the top row. And then he liked it and then blocked me.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, nuts.
That is insane. Nuts. I love that for you. It's cool.
It's probably like top 3 coolest accomplishments so far.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. Rookie of the year is no, it's only these 3 guys. I can't even think of another rookie that's done anything this year.
They don't even have a show more tab for it.
Yeah. I mean, Brandon Miller has actually started playing a lot better recently. I mean, Scoot Henderson's looked like crap.
I was gonna say, what happened to the hype with Scoot?
I don't know if it's Portland feels like a very weird team,
Mm-hmm.
which plays into it, I think, because they have guys like Brogdon and Jeremy Grant and Ayton who are. I mean, Ayton's not that much older, but guys have been in the league 5+ years. But then they haven't really gone anywhere as of recently. Like, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, they're in the Western Conference Finals like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but ever since then, it just feels like there's no identity there.
Maybe it's
I don't know if Chauncey Billups is a good coach
yeah.
either.
Maybe it's a go an OKC route and just trade everything away for assets.
Yeah, but right here,
this one's Victor, right?
I do think Victor will win it. I think the only reason he wouldn't is because Chet's on a winning team.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're a top draft pick, you should not be on a winning team.
He's also a sophomore, so
yeah, that works against him ever since the Donovan Mitchell thing.
Well, I mean, not just that, but like you just said, you're a high draft pick, you shouldn't be on a good team, which is true. But they also him sitting out a full year and them having another top draft pick, another year of developing the other pieces around him. Oh, you are completely mute right now. Did you actually mute yourself? No. Technical difficulties. Go ahead. No. Oh, it says your mic's not connected. Yeah, it just shows that you're mute and that your mic's not connected. I'll go ahead and talk for Dylan here. Victor Wembanyama, he can't pronounce his last name like me. It's Wembanyama. Is going to win Rookie of the Year. Chet Holmgren, is a sophomore, is tall, weird looking dude. Both gentlemen look weird is something that Dylan would definitely say. I know that to be fact. But if he's putting money on it right now, he's definitely taking Victor, which is the right choice. Now, MVP, which sucks. We talked about it at the top of the show. So excited to talk about the MVP. And Dylan had to go break his equipment and have technical this is like month number 3, bro. What are we doing? We're just about to land sponsorships, probably. Yeah, I mean, anyways, MVP talk. Voter fatigue is real. I'm definitely not doing Jokic, and because I think he's a fat bitch. You can also put Luka in the fat bitch area, which I hope as Americans we're not just saying that because they're foreigners. I don't think we're doing that. I think it's because they're actually fat and bitchy. He's probably going to take Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum probably has a solid argument on the best team in the East, probably the best team in the league, but he does have a lot of help around him. Tingus Pingus is playing really well. Are you frozen, Dylan? Can you move? You are so good at standing still, like so good. MVP of making yourself look frozen. Yeah, I just saw your message just saying give me Tatum. Definitely did call that before I saw that message. Plus 4,500 odds. You're just donating to the sports book, which you enjoy. Personally, I'm taking SGA because I have the Thunder winning the championship. So take that hot take and shove it up your ass. But all right, I guess I'll close it out for us. Obviously, our MVP talk probably would have gone a little longer, but technical difficulties cut us off. But yeah, let us know what other NBA content you want. I know I'm not personally the best NBA, but I am grinding. I'm putting in the hours. I'm betting on it. I'm watching it more. Shout out to Dylan for letting me have his login. So we are cooking with that. But yeah, drop a comment, leave a like, let us know what else you want us to do. Thanks, y'all.